It wasn't the rain that made me think of you, just a red umbrella passing by the window. I was sitting at our old cafe, at the table by the glass. Your chair was empty across from me, like all these years had never passed. And somewhere through the falling rain, a little flash of red went by. I stood before I knew I had your name already on my mind. I left my coffee on the table, I didn't even take my coat. I ran outside into the rain, chasing someone I don't know. I still think it's you whenever I see your red umbrella. For one foolish second, my heart forgets you're gone. I still look for you in every crowded street. How many strangers will I mistake for you before I finally let you go? She turned the corner slowly, and I followed through the rain. Same color that you used to carry, but she never knew my name. Then she turned around and smiled, and everything inside me fell. Of course it wasn't you, I knew that far too well. So I stood beneath the streetlight with the rain running down my face. Funny how a single color can bring back an entire place. I still think it's you whenever I see your red umbrella. For one foolish second, my heart forgets you're gone. I still look for you in every crowded street. How many strangers will I mistake for you before I finally let you go? Maybe one day red will only be red, a rose will just be a rose, rain will only be right. Maybe someday I'll watch someone walk away, and I won't whisper your name. But tonight I thought it was you under that red umbrella. And for one foolish second, you were coming back to me. I almost called your name, I almost started running. Then the umbrella disappeared, and there was only rain. My coffee must be cold by now. Your chair is still empty, and somehow I'm still waiting.
Saturday, just after 5, I take the table by the wall. The waiter smiles and says hello, like he remembers it all. He doesn't ask me what I want, he already knows what to do. He looks at the empty chair and quietly brings me to One cup here, one across from me, just the way it used to be. I still order two, though I only drink one. Some habits don't know when someone is gone. Your coffee gets cold while mine disappears. I still order two after all these years. You always said the coffee here was stronger than it had to be, then poured a little into mine and pushed the sugar back to me. I used to laugh and tell you someday I'd drink it black. Funny, I finally learned to, but you never came back. I still order two, though I only drink one. Some habits don't know when someone is gone. Your coffee gets cold while mine disappears. I still order two after all these years. They changed the curtains last spring. They painted the old front door. The boy who used to serve us doesn't work here anymore. Everything keeps changing except this chair, except 5 o'clock, except me sitting here. So I'll order two, though I'll only drink one. Maybe love doesn't know when someone is gone. I'll leave your cup untouched like I always do, and next Saturday I'll come back and order two. The waiter takes my empty cup, then reaches for yours. I whisper, not yet.
Your suitcase waits beside the door. Your coat is folded on the chair. We've said everything we came to say, but neither one goes anywhere. The record turns beneath the needle, a little slower than before. You look at me, I look away, then you reach for me once more. Don't say goodbye, not while this melody still plays. We have the rest of our lives to walk away. One more song before you go. Hold me like we still have time. Let me put my head against your heart, and pretend it's still mine. When the last note disappears, I'll let your hand slip out of mine. But until this song is over, you're still yours, and I'm still mine. We tried so hard to make it work, until trying hurt too much. Love was never what we lost, we only lost the way to touch. There's no anger in your eyes tonight, no one left to blame. Maybe that's what hurts the most, we still love each other the same. So don't say sorry, there's nothing left to forgive. Just stay beside me for as long as this record lasts. One more song before you go. Hold me like we still have time. Let me put my head against your heart and pretend it's still mine. When the last note disappears, I'll let your hand slip out of mine. But until this song is over, you're still yours, and I'm still mine. The needle reaches the final line, the room grows quiet and still. I wish a 3-minute song could last until we didn't have to leave. You whisper, it's almost over. I whisper, I know, but neither of us moves. One more song before you go. Even though the song is gone, hold me through the silence just a little longer than we should. Tomorrow you'll be somewhere else, and I'll learn to sleep alone. But tonight, don't open that door. Not yet. Not yet. The record stopped a long time ago. We're still holding each other.
There was always one light burning when I came home late at night. A little yellow kitchen window at the end of every fight. I'd throw my shoes beside the doorway, say I'm tired, let me be. You never asked me where I'd been, you just warmed some soup for me. I thought that light would always be there. I never knew how far I'd go. Leave the kitchen light on just a little longer. I'm still that child trying to find my way home. I've crossed 1,000 streets, I've slept beneath strange ceilings, but nowhere in I'm coming home. I remember winter mornings, your old slippers on the floor, the radio beside the kettle, and your footsteps by my door. You tell me take your scarf today, I'd laugh and run outside. Funny how the smallest words are the ones that never die. I thought growing up meant going far away. Nobody told me I'd want to come back someday. Leave the kitchen light on just a little longer. I'm still that child trying to find my way home. I've crossed 1,000 streets, I've slept beneath strange ceilings, but nowhere in this world has ever felt that warm. Leave the kitchen light on, I'm coming home. If I could open that old door tonight, I'd leave my grown-up life outside. Sit at the table, eat the soup too fast, and listen while you tell me, slow down, it's hot. Leave the kitchen light on just a little longer. Tonight I don't want to be brave anymore. I don't need the whole world, I don't need another answer. I just wanna see that little window glow. Leave the kitchen light on, I'll find my way home. And if you're sleeping, don't wake up, just leave the light on. You used to pull me down the street like every road was made for you. I'd laugh and say slow down, while trying to keep up with you. You chased the leaves, you chased the birds, you stopped at every open gate. Back then you always ran ahead and turned around for me to wait. Funny how the years can turn the smallest things around. Now I'm the one who walks ahead, then stops without a sound. Walk a little slower, don't get old so fast. I know I can't stop time, but I wish I could make this walk last. You used to wait for me, now I'll wait for you. Take all the time you need, I'm not going anywhere. These days you stop beneath that tree, halfway around our usual street. Your legs get tired a little sooner, So I sit down beside your feet. We watch the younger dogs run by. You lift your head and watch them go. I wonder if you still remember when nobody could catch you long ago. There's nowhere that we have to be, no reason we should hurry. If 10 steps take the whole afternoon, that's fine with me. Walk a little slower, don't get old so fast. I know I can't stop time, but I wish I could make this walk last. You used to wait for me, now I'll wait for you. Take all the time you need, I'm not going anywhere. Your muzzle has a little gray, your steps are softer now. But when you look at me that way, you're still my little one somehow. I don't need another mile, I don't need another year. Just give me one more ordinary day with you walking here. So walk a little slower, we've got nowhere else to go. Stop and smell whatever you want, we can take the long way home. You spent your whole life waiting whenever I fell behind, so now it's my turn. Take your time, take your time. We reach the door, I look at you, you look at me. I hold the leash a little tighter. One more block.
I remember how you used to smile before you tried to hide it. I remember that old blue coat and how you never liked it. I remember how you held your cup with both hands when it was cold. I remember all these little things from a lifetime ago. Then last night I thought about something you once said. I knew every word, but something was missing. I forgot your voice. I remember every word you said, but I can't hear you anymore. I know the way you left, I know the things that made you cry, but when I close my eyes, there's only silence where you used to be. I forgot your voice. When did that happen to me? I searched through every old phone, every video I could find. Birthday candles, crowded rooms, pieces of another time. There you were beside me, moving, laughing on the screen. But every little film I kept was silent somehow, just like my memory. I said your name out loud, hoping something might return, but memories don't answer no matter how you ask. I forgot your voice. I remember every word you said, but I can't hear you anymore. I remember towards myself. The ones you used to say to me, don't worry, get some sleep, everything will be okay. But in my voice, they weren't yours anymore. Wasn't looking. Your face is still here, your words are still here, but you sound like silence now. Maybe this is how forgetting begins. Found a folded piece of paper in a drawer I hadn't touched in years. Written in my younger handwriting were all the things I meant to do. Learn to play the piano, see the ocean in December, paint a picture no one understands, dance badly and not care. And underneath them all, one little word: someday. I wasn't wasting all those years, I was busy living them. There were bills and work and people who needed me. Morning came and evening came, birthdays passed, the seasons changed. And every time I thought about those dreams, I told myself, not now, someday. But someday never came, it waited somewhere, while I kept waiting here. I thought dreams would knock upon my door when life finally gave me time. But time doesn't stop and dreams don't knock, so maybe I was wrong. Maybe someday isn't something that arrives. Maybe it's something I have to go and find. The next morning I found an old piano, a little scratched, a little out of tune. I sat there with both hands shaking, not knowing what to do. I pressed one key, it wasn't beautiful, so I pressed another, and somehow I started laughing. Maybe I'm late, maybe I'm not, maybe it doesn't matter anymore. I still have hands, I still have a heart, and there are songs I haven't learned yet. There are roads I haven't seen. There is still a little piece of me waiting to begin. Someday never came, so I stopped waiting for it. I don't need to catch the years that already passed me by. I only need this morning, these two hands, this one small life. I may never become who I dreamed I'd be, can finally become someone who tried. I put the old list beside the piano, crossed out one word, someday, and underneath it I wrote, today. Someday never came, so today I went to meet it. I woke up 1 minute before the alarm, sunlight slipping through the blinds. Coffee came out just right for the first time in a while. The last piece of bread didn't burn, my keys were where they should be. I stepped outside, reached the corner, and every light turned green. Nothing big had happened, nothing changed my life, but somehow from the morning on everything felt right. What a wonderful day, everything went my way. Every door swung open just before I reached it. Every road felt shorter, every stranger seemed to smile. I don't know what I did to deserve a day like this, but I'm not asking why, I'm just enjoying it. The bus arrived as I got there, my favorite seat was free. The road that's always crowded had somehow cleared for me. At lunch they said, you're lucky, that's the last one we have today. Then just before the afternoon was over, good news came my way. I looked up at the sky and laughed a little bit. Okay, world, what's gotten into you today? What a wonderful day, everything went my way. Every little problem seemed to solve itself. Even all the clocks were somehow on my side. I don't know what I did to deserve a day like this, but I'm not asking why, I'm just enjoying it. Maybe tomorrow I'll miss the bus. Maybe the coffee will taste terrible. Maybe every traffic light will turn red just for me. That's alright, tomorrow can be tomorrow, because today has been so kind to me. What a wonderful day, nothing grand, nothing changed, just 100 little moments falling perfectly in place. No fireworks, no miracle, no reason I can see, just the whole wide world being unusually nice to me. I got home and even the elevator was waiting downstairs. I stepped inside and laughed. Okay, what did I do to deserve today? Tomorrow can be difficult again, but today was kind to me. I opened an old box tonight and found 100 photographs. Birthdays, summers, Christmas mornings, faces I had almost forgotten. I knew every name, I knew every place. I remembered who was laughing and why somebody cried. Then I found one photograph and looked a little longer. There I was, standing at the edge of the frame. I remembered carrying tired children. I remembered waiting up at night. I remembered saying I'm okay when nothing felt alright. I remembered working late, making sure everyone had enough. Remembered all the people I had worried about and loved. But somewhere in those memories I had forgotten something. I was living those days too. That tired face was mine. Those hands were mine. That person trying so hard was me. I was there too. This was my life too. By the ocean, my hair was wild from the wind. Everyone else was looking at the camera, but I was looking somewhere else. I wondered what I dreamed about back when that picture was taken. What did I want? What made me happy? When did I stop asking? So I looked at that younger face, and for the first time I didn't ask, who were you taking care of? I asked, were you happy? And somehow that changed everything. Photographs away, except for one. Tomorrow I'll take another, and this time I'll remember to be in the picture.
I've had mornings I wanted to keep, and nights I thought would never end. I've held on to the wrong things and let go of a few good friends. I've loved people who left me have left when I should have stayed. I've made some beautiful choices, and some I wouldn't make again. If you ask me, would I change it all? I don't know. Maybe a little, but not enough to become someone else. It wasn't a perfect life, but it was a good life. I had rain above my head and sunlight on my face. I had doors that wouldn't open and roads that led me home. I lost, I loved, I laughed, I cried, and somehow I got here. It wasn't a perfect life, but it was mine, and it was good. The best parts weren't the big ones. They were Tuesday nights at home, a late meal shared with someone who didn't let me eat alone, a tired dog waiting by the door, a familiar voice on the phone, laughing until my stomach hurt for reasons I no longer know. Funny, I spent so much of my life waiting for something extraordinary I didn't know. That was it. It wasn't a perfect life, but it was a good life. Some people stayed forever, some were only passing through. Some dreams came true, some never even came close. But I had hands to hold, songs to sing, and mornings to begin again. It wasn't a perfect life, but it was mine, and it was good. There were years I barely remember, and moments I remember forever. There were days I wanted to disappear, and days I wish could last another lifetime. Maybe a good life isn't one without sorrow. Maybe it's simply a life that you were glad you got to live. It wasn't a perfect life, but it was a good life. Every scar, every mistake, every love I couldn't keep, every ordinary morning I was too busy to notice they all belonged to me. And if yesterday had been the whole story, I'd still say thank you. It was a good life. But then morning came. I opened the curtains, and there it was, another sunrise. So I'm not done yet. If yesterday was my whole life, I'd call it a good one. But the sun came up again, so let's see what happens next.